When Dr. Barrett told me about the M&RIE mic, she explained what it did, and she was wanting to have a fitting with me to add one to the device I already have. And even though she said what it could do, I was not really convinced that I needed it. My devices sound fine, and but she said to come down anyways, it won't take long. So I came by, they put it in, and immediately the first thing I noticed was how much broader the range of dynamics are on it, and the relationship to everything around you spatially. The first thing that happened that excited me was my girlfriend was sitting next to us during the fitting, and she put down her coffee mug on a little cup it was next to. And not only did I hear it, but I could tell it was to my left, and it was kind of down on a table and kind of off a little bit behind me. So I could tell that. Later at night, driving home on the freeway, I could hear, cars coming up on my left or up on my right, or at a stop sign, I could hear a car going from, my right to the left. So it does really create a broader sense of the, sounds around you and where they're coming from. I noticed immediately one night, just sitting out on our porch, there was this sort of low roar everywhere. And I asked my girlfriend, "What's that roaring?" She goes, "Oh, it's like that all the time. You're probably hearing just like the sounds of the city coming awake at night." It was a Friday night. People were driving around, getting out or home from work, and it was just like this low roar of cars or something, I guess. So that was really impressive. So it's a huge difference to have it added to your device. One of the things you're going to want to do when you get the M&RIE mic installed into your device is you're not going to hear everything it does right away. So give it a couple days and you'll run into a lot of the really amazing stuff that it does. One of the things I noticed the next morning when I was at home, there's a fan down the hall that leads into the kitchen. And when I was walking back and forth across the kitchen, as I would pass the doorway, it appeared the fan was getting louder. And I thought something was wrong with the device, was like going up and down in volume. But what it was doing was, as you walked past the doorway, it would pick up the fan more to my right. And then as I would pass into the pantry, the fan would fade. So, and I would go back out, and my left would pick up the fan, getting louder and softer as I passed by the doorway. So it really adds that dimension that you're missing. When you lose your hearing, it's gradual. It takes a long time. And by the time you get your first device, you're just happy to hear anything. And then when you get your better one and your better one above that, it's these little things come back that you've probably just forgotten about. So it's really nice to have that dimension of life return, where something is on the left, it sounds like it's on the left and not like in the middle or something. When I'm playing the piano, I need to have confidence in what I'm playing, not just the notes, but I need to have confidence in the sound that I'm going to bring out of the instrument. And if I can't hear it, especially a soft passage, I'm going to overcompensate and play it too loud. So with a great device like this, I can really hear the dynamic range of a piano. Take, for example, this Bach piece. It starts out with a single note, but it's very soft. So I can play that as soft as I like. Before, when I didn't have my device, it was probably much louder than that. Also, when you're adding your melody to it, you want to shade. So you can bring your melody out and have your left hand be soft. So we build up into the first melody, and I'll bring out the top note of a chord. Hear that note there, the rest, I have to be able to shade softly and bring them together. Very soft under that. If I can't hear that, I'm going to play it louder, and it'll make the right hand get louder, so it puts the piece in a dynamic range it's not supposed to be performed at. So with a device like this, I can go into that part. doing a lot of things technically to make it soft that way, but I have to get the sound out of the piano that I'm telling myself it's going to do by the way I'm hitting the key. So again, with a device like this, it allows me to have confidence in being able to extract the sound from the instrument that I need for a performance, whether it's a piece of classical music or if it's something I'm doing in a studio at a recording session or on stage with an act. So great device. I don't know what I'd do without it.